can never remember how to do that. I got it. Hey guys, hey, I'm Christy Asherbrander. I'm the Angel Lady, and I help people move beyond their limits. I'm here tonight and having a little bit of technical difficulties getting on. The app was super slow, and I'm here. I made it. I'm glad you all could show up. I see that there's a few people here. Hi, Christina. Hi, William. Hi, Amy. Hi, Sarah. Hi, really. So basically, this is our weekly fireside chat, Messages with Spirit. Having a lot of fun doing this every week, and it's helping me to grow my gift. I appreciate you all coming on here and hanging out with me. I'm still trying to figure out how everything works. If you see my finger pointing here, there, and everywhere, this is really an interesting app to work with. So I'm here for the next 54 minutes. And if you'd like to have a message from Spirit, I think there's a little button you might be able to press to be able to talk to me and hang out with me. Let's see who I can pull up here. See my finger pointing everywhere. This is not the easiest app in the world to work with, but it's super fun once I get it going. Oh boy. All right. Let's see. Christina, Amy, William got a reading on Wednesday, so he doesn't get another one today. Jenny LaForest. Jenny! Let's say hi to Jenny. What's happening, Jenny? I'm trying to invite you. I don't know if it'll work, but she's way down in Florida. She just left us here in New York and went down to the sandy beaches. Jenny's here.
Hi.
Hi, I can't hear you. I gotta turn you up. That's unusual, right?
Right?
How's your ears tonight?
They're actually really good, really good.
Oh.
So I got a notification and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna miss it tonight.
So I finally figured out how to send an invite to everyone who's following me. So if you're following me on Fireside Chat, I almost blocked William by accident by touching the wrong thing. So I finally figured out how to invite everyone. So it's super exciting. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy Fireside because it's more, I guess, kind of intimate than Facebook. I don't know. I feel like Facebook is kind of noisy, where this is kind of laid back and more fun. So
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
So I know you missed it the last couple of times, and that's okay. But I just wanted to say for everyone out there who's watching, we're going to limit it to 1 or 2 people that you like to hear from, because I did a fireside chat last week and I spent all my time with one person. And not that I regret it, but I learned my lesson. Like, I need to spread myself around a little bit. So who would you like to hear from today, Miss Jenny?
Oh my God. That's just crazy. I don't even know. Whoever wants to talk to me.
I don't have a name, darling. I always got the lady in the yellow dress with the little owls, but is that Deb? I heard Deb.
Oh, Debbie. That one of my mom's best friends. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Girl.
the one in the yellow dress.
Okay, you ready for this? Pay attention. Read my lips. That's what she's doing. She's clapping. Congratulations. Good for you, girl. So proud of you. I don't know how long Debbie was here for. I feel like she's been gone a bit.
She's been gone a while. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like your guardian, like always following you around. Little angel on your shoulder, so to speak. You know how you have an angel and a devil? She's the angel. So
I believe that.
Did you guys like have a problem with the trailer recently? She's showing me something with like a hitch or something going wrong with it.
We did actually. When we got the camper pulled in, we got here really late at night, and the sway bars that you're supposed to put on, we didn't think about taking them off before we parked, and yeah, we didn't. It was a problem solution, and then I was thinking about it in the middle of the night of what to do, and it came to me. So yeah.
You know, that was her, right?
Good
She's
thinking
taking
because my
credit.
brain was tired.
She's taking credit, and she got tired of you trying to rack your brain.
Good,
Um,
because probably the way I was going to do it was probably going to end me up in the hospital. So,
mhm, for sure, you got to keep yourself safe. So, this is your mom's best friend, so it was like an aunt by best friend of,
yes,
right?
yes, I
Um,
knew her long time.
did she pass from cancer?
She did. She
Okay.
did.
Um, she was showing me like her head wrapped. So I don't know if she wore like head wraps or scarves around her head at all.
From the chemo, from
Yeah.
chemo. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But I feel like you were much, not that you're old, but you were much younger when she passed.
She actually passed, around the time I was diagnosed with Meniere's, so like 10 years
Uh-huh.
ago, but
Okay.
I spent a lot of time with her when I was very young.
Oh, okay. So you've known her a really long time.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
she's sad about the chickens. So I think she said like what she's saying is she cried right alongside you.
I believe that. I
She
believe
shows me
that.
like you with your head in your hands and you're crying like you don't want to let your girls go. And she was
I
like
still miss them.
literally sitting right beside you crying with you like because she was the bird lady or the owls, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So um your health though, like you're feeling better since you left. There's a lot less stress, but there's different kinds of stressors now. She wants you to pay more attention to your health. Are you having problems with your chest again? Chest pains?
I'm not actually. I'm not. So,
Okay,
not
good.
yet.
Okay. Don't ignore it though when it happens because you have a tendency to say like, "Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine," right? So she wants you to pay attention to your health because she didn't pay attention to her health. Does that make
No, she
sense to you?
didn't.
Okay.
Yes, she
She's
actually ended
saying,
up with stage 4
yeah, she
cancer
ignored
when
the
she found
signs.
out. Yep.
So don't ignore the signs, Jenny.
Okay. I
Yeah.
won't.
Don't give me those eye rolls, girl. I will drive down to Florida.
I won't.
So how are the babies adapting? I feel like CJ is like what's going on
Actually,
here?
the animals are doing super, super great. Piper
Mhm.
is the one that I'm worried about with the coughing. She had a lot of problems, my dog.
Yeah.
Um, when we left, she had a ton of x-rays because her lungs are super black right now, almost like a COPD for a dog.
You
And
smoke around your dog, don't you?
no, I
Really?
don't. Yeah. That's the funny part. Like the vet's like she smokes like 10 packs of cigarettes a day. It's kind of funny. And so she's on medicine and I'm
Oh
hoping by
wow.
walking her with the ocean air it kind of helps the coughing and yeah.
Uh-huh.
So it's a little ironic actually. So I worry more about her lungs than mine, but we'll
Well, you
see.
need to
So
take care of
hopefully,
yours too. Um,
yeah.
Piper's getting up there in years though, right?
She's only 8.
Okay.
But when she got really porky, it did some damage on her body.
When she got really
She's
porky.
yeah, she was almost 60 pounds, and she's only a
Mhm.
13-inch beagle.
Okay. So she's bringing forward, like, she's like, never mind the dog. I have a little visitor here. So, it's a different name. Jeremiah Isaiah. I don't know. It's a boy, young boy, but different name. So, probably Christy's son, I'm assuming, but I don't know his name. So it's
Luke.
like Luke, Jeremiah, Isaiah. So yeah, a Bible name,
It's a
right?
Bible name. Yeah.
So there we go. Um, she's pushing him forward, like he's being shy and quiet. I know that's not naturally who he is with you, but that's who he is with everyone else. Like he's very shy and quiet until he got to know someone. So
Yep.
she's kind of like pushing him forward, probably because he's not used to talking to me because he doesn't know me, right?
Right.
Um, Christy's really suffering. I've actually seen her post and she's really trying to work herself through it, which like Aunt Debbie, do you call her Aunt Debbie? She's telling me that's wrong.
I sadly wouldn't know. She doesn't speak to me anymore. So
Okay. So shoving him forward And she's like, come on, come on, tell them you're okay. Tell them you're okay. It's okay. It's okay. So it's really important that she knows that. So you've got to deliver that message no matter if it sucks for you. So tag, you're it. Right? She needs to know that he's okay. She needs to know that he's okay. And he has a grandfather there. There's another man coming through with him. So I don't know if that's Christy's grandfather or his grandfather, but it's a grandfather energy.
Okay.
Also could be your grandfather.
My Pepe, maybe.
Did he know him at all?
I'm not sure.
Okay. So, I mean, Debbie doesn't know Luke, but she's bringing him forward for Christy.
Yeah.
You haven't talked to Christy?
I haven't. She was quite angry at me for moving.
Okay. She'll get over that. She still needs you. So
I
don't
tried.
stop trying.
Maybe one day.
I am so proud of you for making your choices and living your life.
Me too. It was
Good.
needed.
I'm glad. I feel like this is everything that you hoped and dreamed for and more. So there's some more good things coming for you.
Oh, yes.
I know that. Who is it that you moved down there with? I forget her name. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names.
That's okay. Renee.
Yeah. Is she there now?
She is not. She actually had to go to Washington, D.C. for work. So she's gone for a week and then she'll be back. But
so you're at the beach and she's in D.C.?
Yeah.
Oh boy, wait till she hears about this. She missed her chance because I was going to say if she's there, I'll give her a read too.
Oh, she would have loved it, but next time.
So this is the dynamic duo, and the people are going to mistake you for a couple.
Oh, they do all the time. And she's like, no. We're together like friends. And she gets all red faced. And I always have to go, she always does this. Yeah.
What it would be even funnier is if you played along. Like, stop pretending.
I know. I'm like, you don't say that when we're alone. She's like, oh, stop.
That's great. So keep having fun. I feel like this is a life partnership for you. So it's not like, you're going to get married to her and it's not that kind of relationship. You're just.
I told her we should, though. We could lead our own lives. We could file taxes together.
But this is like a lifetime partnership friendship where you guys are. It's like, God, what's that movie? You know it. I know you know it. Oh my God. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, where did two girls drive off the cliff together?
Thelma and Louise. Thelma and Louise. I tell her that all the time.
That's you too. So
yeah.
Except you're going to drive off a cliff because I would be sad if you did that.
No, I won't do that.
It's a lot of fun, a lot of adventures. But in the fun and the adventures, make sure you pay attention to what your body is saying. Okay, and that's
I am
yourself.
I actually started eating really good again because I was like, things are not feeling good. So I started eating really good again. So I feel much better.
Good. Drink some more water.
Okay, I will. I promise. I promise. I promise that too. I did actually have a talk with myself the other night that.
Let's do some hypnosis. I can help with that. When your ears are good, right?
Yeah, they have their days, but I roll with it. So
okay. Well, do you have any questions for me, Miss Jenny?
I don't. It's nice to know Debbie's doing okay, and we think of her all the time. Her birthday's actually like a few days, I think, before my mom's or whatever. So we never forget her ever, and I always know she's with me.
Ooh, hold on a second. You said your mom, and I heard an alarm bell going off over there. She's losing her shit, right? So this is a message from Debbie to Mom.
Okay.
Get over it.
She'll laugh.
Let Jenny live her life, right? You lived yours.
I'll tell her for sure. She misses her all the time, and she always
send her this regrets. She can watch it.
Yeah, she always regrets not going to see Debbie before she died, and it's something she's always very sad about. And I tell her it's okay that Debbie is never mad at her for that.
No,
So
of course not. As a matter of fact, she would rather have it that way because she's left with the memories that they shared together rather than her
yes,
last moment. So,
absolutely. So
yeah.
I get it. Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome,
As
Miss
always.
Jenny.
It was always good to see you. And
You
William,
too.
hi. I know he's out here somewhere.
Yeah,
So
he's watching for sure. All right.
thank
I'll see
you.
you later.
Bye.
I still got Jenny up there. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm still learning this. Like, bear with me. All right. I got myself back here. Let's see who's next. Thanks for hanging out, Jenny, and thanks for letting me talk to your family and friends. And I wish my neck would stop hurting. Let's see who's next. Hi, William. You're still hanging out here. We have Kathy. We have Eileen. I don't know who really is. Hello, really. Welcome. We got Sarah. Who's next? Let's see. Let's. I landed on Amy. So Amy, I'm inviting you. Let's see if this works. Thanks for hanging out, Charlie. I got your message. I do see that. Mm-mm-mm. I almost kicked poor Jenny out by accident. I'm really trying to figure this stuff out.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we got a crying baby.
I want to hide in my room for a minute. I actually want to hide in my bathroom for a minute.
I don't blame you. I wish I could hide in my bathroom.
Well, I have a million kids, and when you picked me, I'm like, shit, I better go somewhere.
Okay, but more importantly, is somebody watching those millions of kids?
Yes, Dad's out there.
Okay, great. You said, Dad, watch these babies. I'm out.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So everybody who's watching, this is Amy Roberts. She's my #1 Facebook fan. If you don't follow me on Facebook, you should, because I do this on Wednesdays on Facebook.
TikTok, and wherever you guys are.
Manifestation Mondays on Facebook, and then I have TikTok, which I kind of sporadically visit once in a while, but I don't do a lot there. I'm trying. One of these is going to hit, and it's going to be big. So far, Fireside is growing exponentially fast, and it's amazing, and I'm having lots of fun with it. So,
yeah, this is different. I'm trying to do the all access thing, but I don't know. I was trying to mess with it when you were doing your last reading.
So the all access is so you could be a content creator.
Oh, okay. I don't want that. I couldn't figure out how to chat or anything like that. So
Right.
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
I'm going to turn this light down a little bit because it's not helping my headache any. All right. So 1 to 2 people. Who would you like to hear from today?
Oh God, I don't even know. Maybe my grandparents. I live at my grandfather's house, so that would be different. It'd be cool to hear from him.
What's his name?
David, but everyone called him Jim.
What's his last name?
Donor.
Donner, as in like Donner and Blitzen?
No, as in blood donor. Donor.
Oh, donor.
Yep. That was my last name until I got married.
Okay.
That was dumb.
It must have been fun.
Oh yeah.
Listen, my maiden name is Stanzione. It doesn't get worse than that, okay?
So, I got a lot of cut the D, add the B in high school.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was Stanzione stands alone, or Stanzioni. Like they like to eats macaroni and like good old Italian name. So, all right, Jim Donor.
Oh, hang on. Let me put this.
He showed me his boots, specific like work boots, or you went black. Where'd you go?
Oh, hang on. I'm still here. There. I just wanted to put the screen recording on so I can show my dad after if I can get through to him.
So he was showing me his boots, like work boots. So he either had a specific work boot that he liked to wear, or he had like a stomp through the house, and you would hear it when he came in the door. Bump, 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 bump.
Yeah, you could always hear him stomping around.
Okay, so
he was very outdoorsy too. He's always outside working in the garage and stuff. So he always had work boots too.
Okay. Was he tall and thin? Because he's showing me like he had really long legs.
No, not really. Maybe average. Probably about 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, so he's not that tall. Maybe he wanted to be tall. I don't know. I know I'm only 5'3", so I'd kill to be 5'7"
Well,
or
I'm
5'8".
5'10", so I got the tallness from my mom's side of the
Oh,
family.
you suck. I'm so jealous. So you are taller than him?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. All right. So in and out the door, like showing me he's going in and out, in and out, in and out all the time, never sitting still, always doing something, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's almost as if like, God, if that door slams shut one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind. So I don't know if he was like always banging the doors when he went in and out, or he didn't like shut the door correctly, but he was just showing me going in and out, in and out, in and out,
He
in
was
and out.
just always in and out because he was always doing something, tinkering with something, busy.
Okay. Yep. Something to do with the shoulders. I don't know if he had like broad shoulders or he's just drawing my attention to his shoulders. Any shoulder injuries or anything like that?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Did he have broad shoulders?
Yeah, he's a very broad man.
Okay. All right,
Huge
that works.
broad
So
man,
this is like
yeah.
a translation thing. It's like translating a foreign language. You know, I don't always get it, but they do the best that they can.
Right.
So he's showing me the back of his hair. So I don't know if like he needed a haircut before he passed or like he liked to keep his hair a certain way. But he's showing me the back of his hair for some reason. I'm not really understanding that.
Well, he was bald, and during when I was taking care of him, I used to shave his head for him, and I
Okay.
used to trim his eyebrows and stuff like that.
Okay.
And but
Okay.
during the ending of his life, he did get like not so groomed as like he would like to be.
Mhm.
When he was doing better, he used to always have me dye his sides of his hair to make him look younger and stuff. So that could be it too.
I love
And
it.
then
That's so
like
cute.
I forget what it's called. It's like the beard stuff, but you put it. I used to put it on the side of his hair to make it brown instead of
Yeah.
gray. So
Yeah. He was showing me how gray it was. So it was kind of like unkempt and gray.
yeah.
What else do I get from him? I feel like he felt like he couldn't pass if he kept moving. So I don't know if he had some sort of sickness or like something that where he just stopped and fell. But like he kept moving for a reason. Moving made him feel better, whether he was sick or not. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, he ended up declining very fast. We believe he had a brain bleed that led to a stroke.
Okay.
So yeah, he and then at the end he was having a hard time standing and he would fall a lot. And my husband would go and help him stand. We lived with him to take care of him.
Okay.
So we kind of just been here ever since. The house was kind of passed to us. So
Yeah.
yeah. And I feel like his presence is still here.
Do you still hear his boots?
Not boots, but like sometimes I feel like I see things in the corner of my eye or I hear cupboards open, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure him.
I actually had a dream of him the other night. He was standing in, we have a long driveway, and he was standing in I was pulling into my driveway, and he was standing right there, and he was pointing towards our house. And that's all it was. So I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like he just comes and he's like tries to tell me he's watching us or taking care of us. Yeah.
For sure. Absolutely. And when you were talking about him opening and closing cupboards, I heard he's looking for the coffee.
Yeah, he's a big coffee drinker. Yep. So that makes sense.
Okay, so that's what I heard when you said that. Like you're hearing the cabinets open and stuff. He said he's looking for the coffee.
Yep.
So if you don't want to hear that anymore, leave the coffee out where he can
He's
find
like-
it.
he's
It
like
makes him
right
feel
where
better
he
to see
left it. Basically, hasn't really moved very much.
it. He's showing me in the kitchen too, something specifically about the kitchen. I don't know if that was like where he spent most of his time when he was indoors. But he's not most men that are crossed over will show me a recliner or a living room or a bedroom. Him, it was the kitchen. So I feel like he spent most of his time in the kitchen. He liked to be around family. He liked to, when he was inside, he liked to sit, drink his coffee, maybe read the paper, and like chit chat about the day or what you're gonna do or what plans you had. Does that make sense to you?
Oh yeah, that was his spot at the kitchen table, and usually every morning him and his buddies would have coffee and talk about whatever. And yep, that was definitely his spot.
Okay. So who sits in his spot now?
Me and all my kids.
He says that's okay. That's okay. So you ended up with the house. Was it because you lived there and took care of him? Because I feel like there's somebody that might have been jealous of that.
I don't think there's anyone jealous of that. I'm not sure. Actually, my dad has ownership of all the property here. He took over property when my grandfather was still living. It was kind of like and he wasn't able to take care of it anymore, so my dad bought it and took care. And all of us, not all of us, but me and my brother and my sister, all of us live in the same property, just different houses. So it's like a little family community.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
And we love it here, but we outgrown this place. We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, and we have 5 kids now. So
yeah, and that's okay too. Whatever you guys decide to do with it, whether it's to sell it or rent it out, he's okay with that. But he'll still stick around and make sure that whoever's there, takes care of it. And if they don't, he's gonna like scare them out.
oh goodness.
Like, so it's really important that if you have like renters or whatever, it's important that you guys like,
it's not going out of the family, and I think that left. I hope he had comfort knowing that it did in our family, and my parents wouldn't. Our parents wouldn't let it go outside of the family. Yeah. Sorry, he joined the party.
Listen, I understand. I had 2 kids, so he's also like saying like whoever moves in has to be prepared for him to be there too, because he's not leaving anytime soon.
No, I knew that he wouldn't leave his home.
Okay.
I kind of came to peace with that when I knew.
It's not that he's like stuck here or anything like that. He enjoys being here, so he's here for that. Does that make sense to you?
Right, and that's what I always wondered, if he was even... Mia? Hey, Mommy's talking to her friend, okay? So
the video just froze. Hello. I hope I didn't lose you, Amy. Come back. We lost Amy. Amy, come back. It's like almost as if Spirit says, all right, I'm done talking. Bye. All right. Amy's muted. Come back, Amy. Invite to video. Let's see if we can't get her back. This happened last week too, and I totally couldn't figure it out. So Jim might be done chatting. There we go. Hello, you're muted. We got to unmute you. I don't know how to do that. You'll have to unmute yourself because I can't do it.
Got it.
Yay!
Just my whole app just like disappeared.
Yeah, Fireside Chat, like it has some glitches and they're working on it, but I really, really enjoy the interaction with it. I feel like it's better than Zoom and Facebook together. So
yeah.
All right. So Grandma, you want to talk to Grandma?
Yeah, I mean, my grandmother, his wife, was here too. So that's why I was going to ask you, like, when I lived here with him, when I was taking care of him, I always felt like a presence that, like, she was around. Mm-hmm. She did pass away here at the house. She had, well, I won't tell you all about it, but I felt more after he passed away too, that there was more of like a peace in the house. It was eerie at first, and now like after he passed, it was calm in the house. Yeah, so I thought they maybe crossed over together, or like she was waiting around for him.
Yeah, he was sick of waiting. Like she was really impatient. What was her name?
Lorraine.
Same last name?
Yep, Donor.
Okay. I just have to write it down. It's just a weird energetic connection for me. Like I just humanness, I guess. So she was really impatient. I don't know if she was impatient in life, but she was really impatient waiting around for him. It's like she had to follow him around everywhere and make sure like it's almost as if is it your husband or boyfriend?
My husband.
So it's almost as if your husband, she would have to run and get your husband and like alert him somehow to know that Jim was in trouble. So she was always running around trying to make sure that people were able to check on him or just like get this weird feeling like I need to check on Jim, make sure he's okay. That was her constantly alerting people. So it was like an exhausting job. So she was getting very impatient waiting for him to cross over. And then when he got to the other side, you know, there's always that reunion, but she's like, okay, I can be at peace now. He can choose to be here and stay around if he wants to, but at least my job is done. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, and that would be like in the middle of the night, like if he would fall, my husband would be the first one to get up and like go help him up. Like,
Mhm.
and he's a very like tough sleeper, like a deep sleeper. So,
Yeah.
but he was always the first one to be like, "Oh, like gotta get up, gotta go see if he's okay," you know.
Yeah.
So,
And that was her, like shaking him awake, like, wake the fuck up. You gotta go get Jim. But did she have something to do with the stomach? Because I'm getting some stomach discomfort connecting with her energy.
on her stomach.
Okay. Let's see. She was the kind of person that liked to want to take care of people, but Jim was the kind of person like, okay, you can sort of take care of me, but I've got to do stuff on my own. So it's like they were together but separate at this.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hold on one second. I always get a phone call when I forget to put it in do not disturb. So she wanted to take care of him more, but he didn't like that. Like he wasn't a mama's boy. He didn't like to be babied. He didn't like to be like, he liked to take care of himself. He liked to be independent. He liked to take care of the family. He liked to be the person who provided for, not the
Yeah.
person that was taken care of. Does that make sense to you?
He was, yeah, he liked to be like the breadwinner and to take care of the family, but I feel like he was also very taking care of himself. Like she was like the main housewife, clean, cook, bills, stuff like that, you know?
Mhm.
Made sure dinner was on the table for him, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because I was probably 12 when she passed away. She passed away young, so um I had more of a connection with my grandfather than I did with my grandmother.
Mhm. So I'm not getting a lot for her other than like I've explained before, it's like a frequency connection. Sometimes I can get more for other individuals. And for her, I'm just getting like she's really glad that her job was done. Does that make
Yeah.
sense to you?
Yeah. I think she kind of waited around, like you said, try to take care of him, make sure he's okay until he
Yeah.
passed on.
And she's just like off in another realm, like living her afterlife in I almost want to say like the words that I'm getting are biddy connection. So it's like all the older women together,
Well,
like
that's good. I'm glad. I
you know
hope
what
she
I
has.
mean, and just all connecting together and just I want to say like I was talking about William's grandmother the other night and how she was with her two female companions, whoever they might be, and they were playing cards together. I don't feel like your grandmother was a cards kind of player, but she gossip, right?
I think so. And her
Yeah.
sister, I think she has sisters, and
Mhm.
she had twin babies pass away at birth. So I hope she's with them and all that. So
Yeah, absolutely.
we're at
Absolutely.
peace.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
No, do you get anything from my maternal grandmother? I know my mom went to a reader not long ago, and she had like messages that kind of aimed towards me, but not very clearly. Her name was Fern
Okay. What's her last name?
Elward. It was like for noun. She was French. She was Canadian. My mom's Canadian French. And we had a pretty good connection when I was a young girl, so
Okay.
she kept bringing me up in those readings though, or my children. So I'm not sure what they meant though.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
She kept my mom's reading she had done. She kept like bringing myself up and my children up. So I wasn't sure what she was kind of. I'm not sure what kind of messages she was trying to lead me to.
Okay. Um, what I'm getting is get your stuff in order. So like I don't know if you're like living in chaos or just like feel like you're living in chaos. Like you need a schedule, and I feel like you're super overwhelmed. And she's like bringing this forward. Like she needs to get her ducks in a row. She needs to get her ducks in a row. So it's almost like chastising you, but not in a bad way. Like you're letting it slide and letting it slide and letting it slide. So your grandmother's like, you've got to get this together. You've got to get it together because it's only going to get it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Do you have one that's sick all the time? I lost the video again. Oh, poor Amy. Amy, come back. Oh my goodness. Let's try this again, you guys.
Are the spirits like messing with our connection or what?
I don't know. So I mentioned, do you have one child that's sick all the time?
I feel like they've all been sick for the past 3-4 months.
Right?
I
It's
don't
like
know.
wildfire between all of them. I feel like they're. Good God, did you ever have to homeschool those poor children?
Yes, I did. 3 of my 3 boys, and they were like kindergarten, first grade, pre-K. It was so hard.
Oh my God, aren't you glad that's over with?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, with a newborn baby. So I had, yeah.
So
hard.
what she's saying is that you need a schedule. She's literally showing me a schedule on the wall. So, because I feel like there's a miscommunication between you and your husband a lot of the time.
Oh yeah, it's very chaotic here.
So putting it on the wall, like on a dry erase board or something, like appointments, doctor's visits, school pickups, drop offs, whatever you need to do, like put it up on that schedule, on that calendar. So the two of you, because I feel like it can become a relationship, like pulling you apart. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah.
without saying too much, it's important that you put it in his face and in your face so the two of you can come together as a team, because right now you're not a team. And I feel like she was a team player. Like she was organized, she put things together, everything was just right. And I feel like she tried to instill that in you when you were younger, but had a hard time. And do you have any siblings? I feel like you were the hard child about being organized and cleaning up and picking things up. And
Yeah, it's probably my ADD or ADHD. Yeah.
so the chart will
I'm
help.
1 out of 4.
So the chart will help, and it's important that you get him on the same page, because with 6 children, you're going to burn out real quick. 5.
Don't
Sorry.
say 6 or don't put that in my. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't don't.
Whoops!
Not
I let the cat out of the bag.
Why are you scaring me? And that's what they said too in the last message, or my mom's reading, saying that they kissed Bella before Bella came. She kissed Bella or held Bella before she was sent to Earth. So like she knew my last baby. So, whoa, why are you saying 6?
I don't know. Maybe it was a Freudian slip. I thought there were 6. So
No, 5.
listen, you're still young, so
Oh my God, Christy, you're putting that in the atmosphere for the universe. Did she say 6? Did my grandmother say 6? Oh my God.
I
Did
said
she
6.
put them up
So
there?
it could have been a slip, but we'll see what happens, right? But you really need to get some organization in your life, and you'll feel much better having a schedule, having organization, like just putting it out there so the two of you can become a team. And I feel like she was a really big team player, and she was really good at. I don't know how many children she had, but I feel like
I think she had 6. I think she had 6.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, and I feel like she was really good at lining them up, making them listen, keeping them in order, where everything is just like a tornado where you are right now.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah.
We make sure they're happy, safe, and fed, and basically that's it. It's not like it's chaos here, but I mean, I don't know. I understand what she's saying and what you're saying too.
Your kids are happy,
Yes.
but you are
Mom and
overwhelmed.
dad are stressed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you've got to get that under control. Okay.
Okay.
And maybe 6. So get your shit together now.
Oh my God. I'm getting divorced. Oh no. I'm just
Do you have
kidding.
any other questions for me?
No, I just want to hear from them, I guess.
Okay.
That
You are loved and protected, and they're always watching over you. Just know that.
So my grandfather isn't leaving me anytime soon, huh?
No. Nope. It's okay. You're stuck with
It's
him.
okay. I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. Well, nice seeing you and nice talking to you.
Same here, and I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good night.
Bye. You too.
How do I hang up? Okay.
I don't know how. Let's see. Turn off. There we go.
Oh, got it.
Not it. There we go. All right, I figured it out. All right, I got time for one more quick one. So raise your hand. I don't know if you can raise your hand, but raise your hand if you have one person you'd like to hear from tonight, and maybe I can help you with that. Somebody's clapping. Let's see. What do we got here? We have some new people watching. Let's see. Trying to figure it out, you guys. All right. I'm trying to invite Sarah to video. We got time for one more, Sarah.
Hi.
It's Sarah Ann in real life.
I'm so excited. And I just got out of the shower. You were in there with me. Sorry.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. I love the purple in the hair. It's so pretty.
I need to redo it, but thank you.
You're welcome. So, Sarah Ann, if you're on Facebook and you follow me on Facebook, you'll hear me call her Sarah Ann all the time. I don't know how that started. I think it was one of the Brinks brothers. I'm not really sure.
It actually happened the first time we talked, and my mom came through randomly to you.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. Not all the time, but
We weren't there for that purpose, but that's what happened.
where are you from? Because you have a strong ass Rhode Island accent.
So where do you think I'm from?
Rhode Island.
Yep.
Do you know that I'm originally from Rhode Island?
I do.
Awesome.
I wish you'd come back so I could do stuff to your in-person stuff. You're all the way in New York now.
Listen, I'm going to tell you, fuck that. Like, no, thank you.
I know. It's getting outrageously expensive over here. You might as well live in New York.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in the city, so it's not that expensive, but it's getting worse. I'm way, way, way up north in the northeast corner by Canada, so.
I saw the pictures of your new house, though. It is beautiful.
Thank you. My husband and I love, 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 love it, although it has so many stairs. So many stairs.
I like it. You guys did good.
I'm exhausted.
How was it putting Christmas lights over there? How was it putting up Christmas lights over there?
I didn't do it. William did it, and he had a lot of fun. So
Good job, William.
he learned a lot, and he's ready for next year. He said he's going to buy some nets and just kind of throw it on everything. So,
that's a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who do you want to hear from today? I got time for one.
I'd like to hear from my mama.
Okay. What's your mom's name?
Lori.
Last name?
Wilding. Her maiden name was Vidiris.
That's okay. We don't need a maiden name. She's showing me a curling iron. Why am I seeing a curling iron?
I honestly don't know about a curling iron.
Okay.
She was more of a blow dryer kind of girl.
Okay. So a hair utensil.
Yeah.
All right. So was the hair important to her? Like doing her hair, drying her hair, fixing her hair?
That 80s poof? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And we all ragged on her for it because she just would not get out of the 80s.
Okay. And it's really funny because, we associate Rhode Islanders. I think Dunkin' Donuts started in Rhode Island, didn't it?
I have no idea. I actually don't drink coffee.
But did she?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like she was a Dunkin' Donuts girl, or she was just, trying to get me to say the coffee. I'm saying it wrong. Coffee.
That's how you always say it, too. Yep. Give me a few minutes, please. Thank you.
Was she a smoker as well?
Yep.
Okay. She's showing me the coffee and the cigarettes.
Her favorite things.
Mm-hmm. Sitting at the kitchen table, just like the last person that I just read, Jim. Having a chat. So, also, did she not wear a lot of makeup, but always had on lipstick?
Yeah. If she was going to wear makeup, it was lipstick.
Okay, because she was showing me the lipstick stain on the cigarettes.
Yep. That actually sounds more like her mother.
Okay.
Like her mother would always have the bright pink lipstick on her cigarettes all the time.
Okay. So that's what we call piggybacking. Sometimes they come in together and they associate to one another that way. But let's keep going with it. Did your mom pass in the 80s, or something to do specifically with the 80s? Either it was her favorite era, or when like she felt the best, or that was when she passed. Because she's showing me like MTV and all the neon colors and like everything that's quintessential to the 1980s. Does that make sense to you in any way?
Yeah, she lived a short life, so I'm sure the 80s were a big part of it. Plus, both me and my brother were born in the 80s.
Okay. Makes sense. I'm seeing the movie E.T.
That's about her timing. Yep.
Okay. I actually went to the movies. It was like one of the few times I went to the movies with my mom. My mom didn't get out much, and we went to go see E.T. I was like 5, I think, when it came out. So, what year were you born?
I was born in 89, but my brother was born in 86.
Okay. So I'm older than you. I'm 11 years older than you.
I look my children's father, you know?
So I feel like she has some regrets in the things that she did. Specifically words. She's showing me like things that she said. They're like left a bad taste in her mouth. So I don't know if she like has regrets of things that she said towards her children. I feel like she feels like she could have done better. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she have something going on with the mouth in particular? Throat cancer, lung cancer, mouth cancer, any of those things? Because she's like showing me all through the neck area into the chest. What did she pass from?
She had TTP, which is a rare blood disorder.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess if they would have caught it in time, it could have been treated, and it just wasn't caught. And then one morning she just started seizing, and thankfully I wasn't there to see it, but she is coded in the hospital when they were trying to get all her scans done and everything.
Okay, so maybe the mouth thing has to do with the seizures. A lot of times when people have a seizure, they'll like bite their tongue or have something going on with the tongue. You said that you weren't there for that?
No.
Okay. But was she alone? Because I feel like there was someone there that witnessed it.
Yes, there was somebody there.
Okay. Because she has regrets for that too. Because she figured if she was going to pass anyway, she would rather have not had anyone see that. It was not a fun thing to witness. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, absolutely. It was my brother.
It was your daughter?
My brother.
Oh, your brother. Okay.
Me and her actually got into a fight the night prior to her passing because I wanted to sleep over my friend's house, but she was having really bad headaches and just didn't want to deal with it. So I annoyed her to the point where she was just going to give in and give me what I wanted. So she drove my butt to my friend's house and dropped me off. And I feel like that was like my grandmother looking out for me because she knew that I would not survive seeing that in person.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's where she comes in with the regrets too. The things, saying the things. Having a teenage girl is really tough. I don't know if you have a teenage girl, but yeah, it's a really, really hard thing. And I love my daughter to pieces. She's going to be 29 in about 12 days, and 16 to 24, I didn't like her at all. So it's really hard having a teenage girl. So she expresses a lot of regrets for the things that she said and she did. And I feel like she didn't have any experience with that. So I don't know if she had any sisters, younger sisters. But she's saying she didn't have experience with that. So she didn't know what to expect or how to do it. And I don't feel like she had any support, whether her mom was there or not. I don't feel like she had like a partner for support. Does that make sense to you?
Definitely.
Okay. So like she had a lot on her shoulders, and it came out through her mouth in certain ways that she expresses regrets for. And she does not love your brother more.
That's funny. Because we used to ask her that all the time and fight over it. Fight.
She does not love your brother more.
Well, she doesn't have to tell me that because I know the truth that she loved me the most, but it's okay. I'll let Eric know.
She didn't love you more either. She loved you both.
Whatever makes her feel better, we'll let her believe it. All right.
Well, we don't want to hurt your brother's feelings either.
No, we don't.
So, are you having relationship struggles right now?
I don't talk with my father at all, pretty much since my mom's passing.
Mhm.
We had a family dynamic where, like, we didn't talk to my father, even though he lived in the house. Any kind of questions, we'd have to go through my mother to go to him, and then we get the answer. So once she passed and we lost that little middleman, like, yeah, I pretty much moved out when I was 16.
Okay.
She passed when I was 12, and once I could leave, I left.
That was a good decision, even though it was hard for you. You may have had to live very in a hard way for a young person at that time. A lot of struggles. I don't know if you're even homeless for a bit, but she's saying like it was the best choice for you because being there would have been so much harder on your soul and your spirit. It would have crushed you. It would have crushed you eventually because there was no bond, there was no connection, there was no communication. He didn't know how to communicate. He doesn't know how to communicate. He still doesn't communicate. Even with the people that's in his life now, he doesn't communicate with them. And that's just his lesson and his deal in life. But it made you a very strong individual, and that was the purpose of it. Okay. So any feelings that you have towards missing out and having a dad, let those go.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the next time around you'll have a great dad, but this time it just wasn't in the cards for you. That doesn't mean that you were a bad person. That doesn't mean that you weren't lovable. It doesn't mean that you did anything wrong. It's just that your mom catered to that behavior and she accepts responsibility for that. She should have let that go a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So she continued it. She perpetuated it because she didn't believe that she deserved any better. And he was a part of that problem. Does that make sense to you?
Absolutely.
Okay. So he fed into that, and that's just his gig in life, and he'll learn eventually, right? So he will have a very lonely, sad ending. Okay. And you know, that's not a good or a bad thing, but it will bring peace to you knowing that he kind of gets his karma.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Absolutely.
But for relationship wise, a significant other for you, do you have one right now?
No, I have just went through well, not even just went through. I went through a domestic abuse situation with my children's father about 3 years ago, which I know you are aware of through our past conversations. And I've just been very closed off ever since that. I don't want to trust anybody.
Okay. Fair enough. So, I think it needs to stay that way for a little while. Usually I will tell people that, you know, you're safe and it's okay to allow somebody in your life, but you're not ready for that. And your mom's saying like that has to do with you healing from not only that situation, but your parents' relationship too. So you've got some work to do on that. And then the trust will come. But don't ignore the red flags, but also don't make the red flags up.
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes you see red flags where there are none.
Yes, all the time.
So you just need to do some healing on yourself before you're ready for that. And it's almost like they're applauding you for like just recognizing that and realizing that. But don't close yourself off forever. But I'm saying like I think you're gonna need another 3 years before you're even slightly ready or considering that. Does that make sense to you?
I absolutely agree. I'm actually very content being single for once. This is like my first time being single.
Mhm.
And it's the first time in my life I feel like I'm not walking around eggshells for anyone like my father or a significant other. And it's nice just to find yourself for a minute.
And she's really proud of you for doing that because she wasn't able to.
No, she wasn't.
Mm-hmm. She was raised to believe that she wasn't anything special. Like, you know, you'll never find the perfect man, you should just settle, that kind of thing. And so she figured that was just the way it was for her, and that's the way it had to be. And you know, once you're married, and that's it. Like you stick to it. And I was the same way for a really long time with my ex-husband. I always said if I got married once, I would never get married again, and that was it. Like I'd stick it through because my mom was married. I can't remember if it's 4 or 5 times, but Like it was just a lot. And then I ended up staying in a really bad relationship for a really long time because of that mentality. So I'm really glad that I broke free of that. And they're really proud of you for breaking free of yours. Her father or grandfather is on the other side too. So I don't know. Like she's bringing through two males similar in age. But I'm not sure if it's father or grandfather for her, which would be your grandfather, great grandfather. Obviously, your great grandfather's already passed, but
A year ago.
I'm sorry.
He just passed a year ago.
Okay. So she's bringing him forward too, like holding him by the hand, like dragging him, like he's here with me. He doesn't like it, but he's here.
Oh, he was pissed. He was so pissed.
Yeah, he was pretty angry about that. Went out kicking and screaming is what I hear.
Oh yes, absolutely, and in his own way.
Yep.
Yep.
So, but he's there. They're all doing good. Still, going through the learning process. I know you listened to my live, so you understand what that is. I don't have to explain that. Not exactly where they eventually will end up, but they're working through it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me?
Since she dragged him up forward, does he have any messages for me real quick?
Let's see. Well, you get your fighting spirit from him.
Yes, I do.
And let's see. Was he like he's showing me firearms. I don't know if he really liked firearms. Shoot him from the hip. That's what I'm hearing. Shoot him from the hip. So I don't know what that means. So I don't know if that's like he likes 6-shooters, like westerns, or like
that's
firing people down.
Like his mantra. That's more like his mantra. Like he was a straight shooter, and he's very direct, and you just do what you got to do, and you take no pass. Sorry, my daughter.
Take no prisoners.
Take no prisoners with you. Exactly.
Yeah. So there's your message. Shoot him from the hip, right? Take no prisoners. Say it like it is. Be who you are. Be true to yourself and honor yourself. Okay?
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to let you know that I think it's absolutely adorable that your background makes it look like you have a little halo on your head right now. It's perfect.
I didn't even know that. Let's see if I can move the camera around without dropping it. It actually says constellations, and then it says gateway to heaven or something like that. It's really cute. I love it. My husband bought it for me, of course.
He is too good.
I know. He's amazing. I'm so glad I walked away from that 28-year mess.
You gave me inspiration, let me tell you.
Oh, thank you. I'm really glad. I'm really, really glad.
Thank you for taking time and reading me.
Of course. And thanks for always hanging out with me wherever I am.
Always.
All right. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, you guys. Well, that brings to an end another Fireside Friday Messages with Spirit. This was episode number 3. I'll be back next week for more. Sorry, my phone just froze there. But I'll be back next Friday for more. And if you are on Facebook, just find me. I am Christy Asherbrenner, Stardust Angel Lady. And Monday is Manifestation Monday. Wednesday is Messages from Spirit. And Friday is Fireside Chat, messages with Spirit. So come hang out with me. Thanks for hanging out tonight. And I'll see y'all again soon. Bye. Let's see if I know how to shut this off. I don't really know, but I'll figure it out. All right.